Not too long ago, my daughter and I were walking through the grocery store, and she says, "Dad, look, keto ice cream." That's what we're going to talk about today. Hi, welcome to Keto with JT. I'm JT. I'm a certified keto and intermittent fasting coach, and this channel is all about a practical approach to living a ketogenic lifestyle. Now, I'm not normally a fan of packaged, produced keto products, and there's a few reasons for that. There's too many times where I've gone into the store and I've seen this product, a beautiful package says keto on it, and only to look on the back and see that it's not keto at all. Too much sugar, the carbs are too high, the ratios are off, and I feel like there's too many companies that are jumping on the bandwagon. They see a trend, they want to capitalize on it, and so they're making these products, calling them keto. Hey, we'll just make these products, call them keto, people will buy them, and we'll make a lot of money. Well, I don't fault companies for making money. I mean, that's what companies are there to do, right? Well, I feel like some companies just go a little too far, and they're preying on the unsuspecting person who's maybe a little naive and not aware, and they see this product that says keto and they go for it. Now, it has gotten better. People have gotten smarter. Companies have been held a little more accountable to that. And every once in a while, you'll find a company that's really actually doing a pretty good job. The other concern that I have is I think that there's a danger that it says keto, and so people say, well, it's keto, so I can eat it as much as I want, whenever I want, anytime I want, and all rationale goes out the window. Because it's keto, well, I can eat as much as I want. And that's not necessarily the case. Just because it says keto, just because it might meet, it might be keto compliant, so to speak, doesn't mean that you can just eat and eat and eat and eat and not experience and not get kicked out of ketosis and not experience some setbacks in your progress. So having said that, I realize that these keto products can be more convenient, can offer some variety, can help with the sustainability of a ketogenic lifestyle. Though I am still really more of a fan of whole foods, one ingredient foods. For example, what do I mean by that? What's a one ingredient food? Kale, for example. It grows in the ground, you pull it out, what's in that? Kale. That's one ingredient. Or it walks on the ground, right? Grass-fed beef. That's one ingredient. What's in that package of beef? Beef. That's one ingredient. You get the idea. So, having said all that, I've become a little more open-minded about keto products, and I wanted to do, and I know that they're appealing to a lot of people, so I wanted to do a playlist on this channel where I'm doing keto product reviews. And today, we're going to start with ice cream. So I went ahead and actually bought the ice cream. This is a ice cream made by a company called Keto Pint, and this is the sea salted caramel flavor. Oh, yeah, back in the day when I used to eat ice cream, sea salt and caramel was my favorite. So I remember being in Washington in Port Townsend, and there's an ice cream shop right next to the ocean, and I got some, this was years ago, before keto, and I got some sea salt caramel ice cream. Oh, it was just amazing. So I'm kind of excited about this. I want to see how it compares to the real thing, right? The first thing I want to do is I want to look at the label. I want to see what's actually in this package here, this tub of ice cream. I want to see what's in it. Okay, so the first thing I see is they've advertised no added sugar. That's good. And 3 grams of net carbs. All right, so let's look at the back. And the first thing I want to do is go, the thing that you're looking for is added sugars, and you're looking for total carbohydrates. You also want to look at how many servings, because this is something that can be deceptive, right? When I first saw this, you go to the carbohydrates and it says 13 grams of carbs for 1 serving. Now in this little tiny package, there are 3 servings. 3 servings. So if you're looking at it saying, okay, there's 13 grams of carbs in 1 serving, who's gonna just sit here and eat just one serving of this? One serving is like this big. It's like barely anything. Most people are gonna sit on the couch with their favorite show and just go through this whole thing. Oh yeah. But at closer inspection, when you see 13 grams of carbs, we've got to look where those carbs are coming from. And what I see is that there are 2 of those carbs coming from fiber. And I see total sugars, I see 2 grams. Their website says 1 gram, so that's interesting. So 2 grams of total sugars. That's a little, it's still pretty good. It's a little on the high side. Rather see it say 1 or less. So just we need to be mindful of that. But then I also see that there's 8 grams of sugar alcohols. So making up this total carb count. So sugar alcohols we don't count in our total carbs. Right, I follow a version of keto called Healthy Keto. That is a version that was created and by Dr. Eric Berg. This is the version that I recommend, and it is places an emphasis on eating lots and lots of vegetables, especially leafy greens, and for the purpose of getting nutrients and minerals and things that we really need. Okay, there's an emphasis on high quality ingredients. Well, in following that version, we count net carbs. Now, I understand there's a debate out there about should I count carbs or net carbs? And the goal is to be at 50 net carbs or below. With regard to this debate, if you're doing total carbs or net carbs, you just have to watch and see, okay, now if I'm in ketosis, then that's what matters. And if I'm not in ketosis at 50 net carbs, well, then I need to lower it. If that's not working, I lower it even more. Okay, now there may be some other things, but that's usually the thing that we have to look at the most. Okay, so if we look at that from that perspective, then we subtract the 8 grams of sugar alcohols, carbs, and then also the dietary carbs, 2 more grams, and we're down to 10. Or I'm sorry, we're down to 3. So 3 grams of carbs in 1 serving. Now it's starting to sound a little better. I'm still not happy about the level of sugar in this, but I think it's okay. What I'm going to be doing is evaluating these products in 5 categories. Is it keto, number 1? Number 2, what ingredients are in it, because I'm looking for healthy ingredients. Number 3, how available is it? Number 4, the cost. And number 5, how does it taste? Okay, so if we look at the ingredients, all right, I see cream, I see whole water. I'm still not sure what whole water means, but we'll go with it. Salted caramel base, water, sea salt, caramel, natural flavor, annatto extract for color, xanthan gum, egg yolks, erythritol, non-GMO chicory root fiber, milk protein concentrate, non-GMO tapioca fiber, vegetable glycerin. Vegetable glycerin is like a sweetener. And what we want to make sure is it's not coming from soy. It can come from soy, can come from coconut or palm oil, but they advertise no soy in this, so we can expect that it's coming from either coconut oil or coconuts or palm oil. So we should be okay. So, sea salt, non-GMO guar gum, stevia, monk fruit, non-GMO gum, acacia. Okay, so I'm not seeing any of the ingredients. See, this looks like some pretty good high quality ingredients. So I don't really have many concerns there. All right, so let's go through our categories. Number 1, is it keto? Yes, this product is keto. That's so awesome. Number 2, the reason it's so awesome is because, I was expecting to be disappointed in looking at the label. And the fact that this company really seems to be making an effort to use high quality products or ingredients and actually adhere to a true keto quality, then that makes me happy. So that's pretty awesome. Is it keto? Yes. Number 2, the ingredients. Well, we just went through the ingredients and it looks like they're using high quality ingredients. So if we go back to number 1 and a scale of 1 to 5, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 because, it is definitely keto. Number 2, for ingredients, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. I think that they've made a really good effort to use good ingredients. I'm not seeing some concerns there. I'm not an expert at label reading. I have learned quite a lot over the last 2 years or so, but they look pretty good. So that's a good, pretty good high rating for this. Availability. Well, availability, that's going to really depend on where you're from. I think you can get it online, but how long is it going to take to get to your house when you order it? For me, this is very available. I can give it a 5 out of 5 because I can walk right across the street and pick this up. Okay, so cost. Now this is where the score is going to have to go down. This little tiny pint of ice cream is normally $6.79 or something like that, almost $7. I was able to get it on sale for $6, but that to me, that's pretty expensive for a tiny little pint of ice cream. So in my mind, on a scale of 1 to 5, I'm going to give it a 2.5 to 3 out of 5. So that brings the score down quite a bit. All right. So for cost, we're not making it that, it's not making it that appealing to me. Okay, but if it depends on what your budget is, and if you're not eating it all the time, if it's just like a rare treat, well, maybe it's justifiable. Okay, now we get to number 5. Number 5 is taste. So let's try this out here. Okay, I'm gonna open this up here. Maybe I should do another category for packaging because that doesn't come off that great, but it's not too bad. By the way, if you think I should use other categories to evaluate these products, let me know. Put a comment in the comment section below, and I will consider very seriously adding that. Okay, let's do this. Wow. I'm impressed. This is awesome. I was very concerned. In fact, I was very skeptical. I just didn't think it would taste good at all. But it's not going to taste that good, but this, wow. This is good. This is really good. I'm going to have to give it a 5. All right, I have to give it a 5. It's not necessarily taking me completely back to the ocean side, but it's getting me close. And I'll take it. Wow. All right, so overall, we have a pretty high score for keto ice cream made by Keto Pint. I'm not getting any kickbacks from them at all. This is my first time trying this stuff, and I think it's pretty great. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video as much as I've enjoyed this ice cream. And I hope that you subscribe, click the bell icon so you know when new videos are coming out, and leave me a comment or two. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.